What's up, guys? Today we're gonna build a quarter pipe. I'm dressed up because I had to get a job to pay bills. I'm gonna start off with chopping my razor tail off so I can have a little pop for this video. Chopped it off, now I gotta move the wheelbase in a little bit to compensate. So the first thing you have to do is draw out the transition. If you have a local skate park with a small quarter pipe like this, you could actually take the piece of plywood over to the skate park and trace it out. If not, you want to make it kind of mellow, especially if you're making a really small quarter pipe like this. You don't want it to be too steep, because with a small quarter pipe, if it's too steep, it's going to be unskateable. I'm using a jigsaw to cut the outline out, because a circular saw would be a little bit too hard to maneuver around rounded corners like this. So once you have one side cut out, you'll take a Sharpie and just trace that onto another piece of wood. You could use the same piece of wood if you have enough room, and then you'll cut that out. So now that you have both your sides, you want to cut some little indentions for coping. I usually make these too big, so you just want to make a little indention right here with the saw. You can draw it out first with the marker. So my friend Zach's quarter pipe is 3 feet wide, I think, and it's a little bit hard to carry on your own, so I'm going to make this 2 feet wide. I'm going to make a really small quarter pipe. 1 foot tall, 2 feet wide. So I had some 4 foot wide 2x4s already. All this wood is just stuff I already had. But if you're gonna actually buy this stuff, it's probably gonna cost you like $200 for everything if you go to Lowe's. So I'm cutting them in half. That's how wide it's gonna be. It'll be pretty light. Alright, so you'll wanna start with one side and screw all the 2x4s into that side first. And then you'll flip it over and screw all the 2x4s into the other side. And that's how you can get away with doing this yourself. I didn't have anybody else hold anything or anything like that. I was able to hold it and screw it myself because I just did one side at a time. So I actually let it hang off just a little bit on the side, so maybe I could get away with having a little bit wider surface without extra weight. And I'll cut the other side kind of like that too. But you want to line it up at the top, just right along with that top 2x4, maybe even a little bit farther out from the top 2x4. We're going to cut this and put coping in there after we put the deck up on here. So yeah, screw both sides of the top in and then work your way down from the top, because you'll have to cut the bottom anyway. So I've got one side screwed in, so now I'm going to cut it out on this side. I'll try not to make it too rough. So I could easily skate this without the metal on the bottom, but I'm going to go to the store and get some 16 gauge steel for the bottom. So I have this, but it's 8 feet long. I could cut that down and use it, but I kind of want to keep that for something else. I've got this one, but it's a little bit thinner. I kind of like the width of this one on here. You want it to kind of stick out quite a bit, so you can really do blunts and stuff like that. So I ended up cutting down the coping with this grinder over here. It's a little bit smaller. I measured it at 2 feet because I wasn't thinking that's what the 2x4s were. But I cut it down, and I've got holes in one, so I drilled the screw into there, and it's pretty solid. It's not going anywhere, it's not moving. So I might not even cut the hole in the other side for another screw yet. So I screwed the wood on the deck, now I'm sitting it on the side. I'm gonna take the jigsaw again, and I'm gonna cut along that way on the top, and then roll it over and cut the other side. So I'll probably be using this more as a kicker than anything, but I'm gonna go get some sheet metal, a 16 gauge to put at the bottom. I've got a deck on there now on the top. So yeah, I think this might be a fun little ramp for like a launch ramp or something like that. So I bought some sheet metal. We're gonna put it right about here. I'm gonna have to screw some holes in it. But yeah, that's what it's gonna look like. Alright, so I put the metal on, so now we can test it out. A lot of these clips are gonna be from my friend Zach's quarter pipe. He built a quarter pipe a little bit before I built this one. But yeah, I'm gonna put some clips from this one in there too. So I was able to carry it over to the skate park out of my car just by myself. That's why I built it so small. It's gonna be hard to skate because it is a lot thinner than Zach's. But we'll try to skate it. I might tear it down and rebuild it. I'll probably be shirtless for some of these clips because my nipples are burning so bad from rubbing against my t-shirts every day, so sorry about that. I hate to be shirtless on YouTube. So I didn't have screws short enough to actually hold this down well, so it's really loose on the metal. I need to get some shorter screws, and I'm probably gonna have to make this wider because it's just too hard to skate at 2 feet wide. So all in all, the ramp worked, but it wasn't easy to skate, and it wasn't that fun. So I'm gonna have to take it apart, rebuild it, make it bigger. 2 feet is just not wide enough. 3 feet might work. 4 feet would be better, but it was already pretty heavy to carry around with all the support I put in it. So I'm not sure what I should really do. It's gonna be a 2-person ramp as far as carrying it around the park if I make it 4 feet wide. Because with Zach's ramp, he really does need help to carry it around. So yeah, what do you guys think I should do? Let me know in the comment section below. Probably gonna take this apart tomorrow, mess around with it a little more, maybe make something else, maybe get another piece of metal. What do you guys think? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this kind of content, reviews, tutorials, and videos about what I'm learning as I grow as a skateboarder, then scroll through my channel, check out my other videos. I've got a bunch of videos on this channel, and hit that subscribe button because I have a lot more videos to come. I've got some videos here on the end here. You can check them out. Got one over here, one over here. Some of these channels just give you one option. I give you 2 options. So click one of them, and thanks for watching.